From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Now a throw here to his running back. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the
Mahomes now on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Rolling to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. But now it'll be 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 17. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jordan Willis in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And they give this time to the tailback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And it's 3rd down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 40.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
The 15-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Chiefs 7, Chargers 0. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 30.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
And it's third down.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. He's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down with Kaepernick. He's going to go up top again. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll run it. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
On third down, Cottrell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Mahomes firing complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mahomes going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Chargers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that and will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
7. First down, Los Angeles.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Across the formation, he's got a man, that's Allen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
14.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half. At
their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A final shot before break. Hill flushed out right. His throw incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of
a very nice pickup of 33 yards. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now a play fake, Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Tackle made.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Taken down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
43. It's going to be a long day. 24 is the mic. You're going to see me in your nightmares, son.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Uchenna Nwosu has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Come on, QB, come on. 24 is the mic. Here we go, here we go. 24.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Get in the way, Will.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But now it's third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Jacob Hollister, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
First down, Los Angeles.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Danny. Hey, 91, 91.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The tackle there by George Odom.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Willis in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.